to feel better. She says, I made the transfer, and a few hours later, I fell down the stairs and broke my leg. She says, I started thinking, maybe because of this donation I broke my leg. I don't understand, I can't go into surgery until I get an answer. How could it be that on the day I did such a great mitzvah, this happens to me? I share the story that the sages tell about Rabbi Yehoshua ben Levi and Elijah the prophet. Rabbi Yehoshua ben Levi lived at the end of the Tanaitic period and the beginning of the Amoraic period. He is mentioned once in the Mishnah, and more frequently in the Gemara. The sages speak highly of him, about his holiness and strength. He would meet with Elijah the prophet, talk with him, and learn from him. During one of their meetings he said to him, I want to accompany you. I know the Holy One, blessed be He, sends you, Elijah the prophet, on various missions. I want to come with you and learn the ways of the Holy One in the world. Elijah said to him, you can accompany me, but I don't have permission to explain things to you. You will see strange things sometimes, but you will have to try to understand. If you ask me, I will answer. But after that, we will have to part ways. You won't be able to come with me anymore. Rabbi Yehoshua agreed. Fine, I'll try to understand. There is a long story about what he saw and how he tried to make sense of it. There was one event he couldn't hold back from asking about. He asked Elijah, explain to me how you did this. Elijah said, we are going to test a couple on whether they will uphold the mitzvah of hospitality. They will both disguise themselves as poor people in the middle of the night. They knocked on the door, waking up the entire house. The children awoke, and the husband and wife, young, poor, and struggling, had only one skinny cow in their yard. They made a living from the milk of this cow, and the entire family survived off it. Their house was a small, dilapidated hut. Rabbi Yehoshua ben Levi didn't ask why, but he tried to understand. Perhaps the Holy One, blessed be He, sent Elijah to test them with the mitzvah of hospitality. If they fulfill the mitzvah, He will probably reward them with a diamond on the table, or a check to make them rich. The husband and wife opened the door, and saw two poor people. We have nowhere to stay. May we stay with you? They asked. The wife asked them, did you eat dinner? They were a kind-hearted couple. Elijah said to her, no, we didn't eat. They barely had anything to eat, but they couldn't let people go to sleep hungry. They invited them in, gave them food, and let them sleep in their own beds. They slept on blankets on the floor. The hospitality was extraordinary, and Rabbi Yehoshua ben Levi was happy in his heart. If they had known this was Elijah the prophet, they would have danced with joy. He was sure that they would reward them. After the house quieted down and everyone fell asleep, Elijah the prophet woke Rabbi Yehoshua ben Levi and said, we're done, let's go. They opened the door quietly and left. No diamonds or checks appeared. Worse still, on the way out, Elijah killed the couple's cow. Rabbi Yehoshua couldn't hold back anymore, and he said, I don't understand. I thought you were testing them to reward them, not destroy their livelihood. How did you do this? Elijah said, I will explain, and then we will part ways. But I cannot bear this. Before anyone is born into the world, it is decreed how long they will live. Some are destined to live 80 years, some 70, some 100, some 20, and some only 8. There are actions a person can perform to extend their life, to gain more years. This allows them to gain more Torah, more mitzvot, and more good deeds. The longer they live, the more reward they get, even if their time was up. As the verse says, charity saves from death. Even when the time for death has come, a person can extend their life with charity. This couple, Elijah continued, as you saw, they are kind-hearted. They help everyone, even when they have nothing themselves. I was sent from heaven to test them with the mitzvah of hospitality. And why was I sent to them? They don't know that they are such a happy couple, full of love, raising children. The wife is young. But before she came into the world, it was decreed that she would die tonight. The husband would wake up in the morning to find his wife gone, because her time had come. The cow would be an atonement for his wife. In other words, the cow would die in place of his wife, and his wife would live longer, and that's what I did. They accepted us graciously. So yes, he will wake up in the morning, look up, and say, Master of the world, is this what I deserve? I did the mitzvah of hospitality. Why? Why did my cow die tonight? Where is my livelihood? But the Creator has other ways to provide for him. However, he will gain his wife back after 120 years, when he comes to the world to come, and he will see that the cow was for his wife, and he will know that the Holy One, blessed be He, took the cow from him. So I told that elderly woman, I am not in heaven, and Elijah the prophet did not appear to me to tell you what the Creator's calculations are with you. But you know that a woman of your age, who fell down all those stairs you described, could have ended up in a completely different situation. Who knows if it wasn't just your leg that broke, and heaven forbid something else, because of the charity you gave in the morning. But think, a truly faithful woman, would you really believe that? Because you gave charity, you broke your leg? She said to me, I understand it didn't happen that way, but thoughts arise. When a person reflects correctly, they know there are calculations of the Creator, not everything depends on them. Sometimes, He who answers the wise will turn them back, and then a person must bow their head before the Holy One. Blessed be He, accept things with humility, and continue with life's joy, energy, motivation and desire, as it is written about King Solomon.